before I tell you too much about what's going on. We'll go live eventually. Come on, slow YouTube. Oh well. Yeah, at some point, I don't know, maybe you can see me now. Who knows? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I don't really know. I still haven't quite worked out exactly how YouTube's quizzes and stuff work. There we go. It helps if I, actually appear on screen. Yeah, I'm still clicking the wrong buttons. I don't do this enough. I don't know. We're not on round one just yet. Sorry, guys. We've still got a few minutes to wait. Right, I'm online on and live now, so that's good. Megan isn't here just yet. She's running a little bit late, but she'll be here soon. Yeah, I'm here. I hope you like my lovely background. I discovered that... well, actually, let me know in the chat which version of the TARDIS... Oh, this side is this. Which TARDIS console room is this? Yeah, there's your bonus question for... Actually, not any points, but bonus question. Yeah, let me know in the chat what you think that is. Because why not? This is our 4th Doctor Who pub quiz. I hope you are looking forward to it. As I say, Megan will be here soon, just not quite yet. She's a little bit busy, but hopefully very, very soon she'll be here. Nice 80s TARDIS background, Tom Baker, Twice Upon a Time. It's not technically any of those. Is it the 6th? Sort of. Can you tell me the year this console room was first used? That is the question. Yeah, well, or at least according to the website I got this from, I'm pretty sure it's that one. Hang on, if I move out of the way, I don't know if that helps you at all. Yeah, well, there you go. That is the TARDIS. So yeah, we're back for a 4th quiz. Hopefully going to keep these going every couple of weeks going forward, quite frankly, because it's good fun. I enjoy it. There you go. Dr. Source got it, 1983. Well done. Yes, this is the one I believe was introduced in the 5 Doctors, was it? I think. Yeah, that was the one from then. So yeah, we'll be starting probably in 5 to 10 minutes or whenever hopefully Megan arrives. And can get going with it. We've got rounds from across the history of the show once again as well. So hopefully that'll mean that whether you're more of a specialist on the classic series or the new series, you've still got an equal opportunity to be able to win tonight's quiz. Hopefully, as you guys who have been here before know, that the way the quiz works, you want to get a piece of paper or your phone, notes on your phone or something to be able to note down your answers as we go through, to note them all down. And then at the very, very end, there is a Google form which you can fill in, where you can put your answers in, enter them in. There'll be multiple choice for every single question, and then we find out who the overall winner of tonight's quiz is. So don't post the answers in the chat. It's the biggest thing, and I've updated all our slides now, so it won't say it on screen. It will say it on screen at all times, not to post in the chat, because we don't want people to kind of be spoiled of answers and stuff, and you want to have a fair competition of it, as it were, I think. So yeah, we're going to try it that way. And hopefully it should be a really fun quiz. Let me know if you guys are looking forward to it, if you've done any sort of revision of any sorts. I'd love to hear in the chat what you've been up to, what Doctor you've just been watching recently, quite frankly. Yeah, it should be a fun quiz. Thanks to David, my good friend David. Not David Tennant, as people sometimes like to sort of jokingly, I don't know, or maybe because I put with David in the title, think, oh, it's going to be David Tennant. Sorry, it's not. It's just my friend David. But he's great, and he's written a really fun round all about relationships and romance in Doctor Who and things, and it's good fun. Yeah, should be a challenge. We are concluding tonight with another musical round after you guys really, really enjoyed the music round from a couple of weeks ago. I thought that was a great way to end it. So we got another one of those with lots of fun pieces of Doctor Who music for you to try and guess. The usual picture round as well, and rounds for New Who and Classic Who. So we've got somebody who rewatched The Willing River Song, Samir. Recently watched Earthshock for the first time, says Logstrom. Earthshock is a good story, to be fair. That is, I would say that's probably one of my favourite 5th Doctor stories. I mean, I haven't watched it in a very long time, but I'd very much say it's one of my favourite 5th Doctor stories. Pyramids of Mars, that's another great story as well, actually. Yeah, that's a good show. I watched that about a month ago, 6 weeks ago. At some point my review of that will go up. Sorry, I have watched it, I just need to actually get the review edited. But it's a great story, Pyramids of Mars, isn't it? It's really is a fantastic story. First half of The Sea Devils, that is one of my all-time favourite John Pertwee stories. It's probably in my top 3. I love it. Unit era, Doctor, the Master, they're all on underwater and things with the Sea Devils. It's great. It's such an exciting, fun story. Yeah, it's a really good one for me. Sean M's been watching the Key to Time season. I actually think the Key to Time season isn't that bad. Like, there's parts of it that aren't so good. I mean, I think the ending is probably the biggest thing that lets it down. The Armageddon factor is really not very good, but it's got stories like, in particular, the Pirate Planet, Stones of Blood, and Andros Atara. Those three in particular are really, really good. And I remember Rebus Operation being pretty decent as well. So yeah, overall, it's definitely I'd say a season worth giving a watch, and kind of the only time that Doctor Who really does a proper story arc in Classic Who, because it just wasn't really a thing before. If you're just joining, you have missed nothing. The quiz has not started yet. We'll be starting in the next 5 or 10 minutes. Hopefully, Megan hasn't quite made it here yet, but she's hoping to get along soon. Yeah, so hopefully she'll be with us shortly, and things will then we'll be able to get started with it. Yeah, so that's great. Black Orchid, I've never actually seen Black Orchid. Silver Nemesis, I've watched a while ago, and it's all right. It's not so bad. James Hambis has watched 42. I wouldn't say that's not one of my favourites. I'm not going to lie. It's not terrible, but it's just not one of my personal favourites, really. I must confess. What else is there? Rewatching Capaldi Series 10. It's a good series. Always like that. Hello to George Evans, among other people. Also, everybody in the chat, really. Hello, guys. Hope you're having a good Sunday evening and ready for a fun Doctor Who quiz. What else have we got here? What other things have people been watching? Doomsday. Wow, you're putting yourself through that. I think it was 14 years ago, a couple of days ago, that Doomsday first aired or something. Obviously, the memories of that will probably never be forgotten for some people who rather didn't get over it, shall we say. Yeah, so there we go. Faye and Stones of Blood, the same character as in the Kenan and Company pilot. I honestly can't remember. Maybe, but I don't think so. But if you guys have better Kenan and Company knowledge than me, you probably do. I watched it once, like 7 or 8 years ago. I just haven't got around to it in my general rewatch of the show. I'll get around to it soon, but not quite yet. So yeah, well, I don't really know about that. Right, well, we're hopefully going to get started fairly soon. Watched along was toying between joining the quiz or watching along with Who Addicts finishing Frontier in Space. Well, Frontier in Space is a good story, but you can watch Frontier in Space anytime. Can you join in with a live Doctor Who quiz anytime? That's the question, and I think we all know what the answer is. So hopefully you'll be sticking around for this and having a good bit of fun with this quiz this evening. Good Man Goes to War. That's another good story as well. Probably not one of my absolute favourites, but I do quite love. I like the dramatic reveal at the end of it, if nothing else. But yeah, so that's pretty good. Human Nature and Family of Blood. Yeah, that is a night. That's a pretty good. That is one of my favourites, actually. I'd say that's probably my highlight of Series 3. Yeah, I'd say that's the highlight of Series 3. I don't think that. I guess the end of Utopia is also pretty cool. But as a whole story, I think Human Nature, Family of the Blood is pretty damn good. Dr. Who Poop's Fear Her Part 2 just aired. Oh, wow. Oh, gosh, I hope you guys aren't going to all run away to watch the Dr. Who Poop. I mean, I love a Dr. Who Poop, and they are great. But, the live Doctor Who pub quiz. Hopefully you'll want to stick around for that and you can catch up with it a bit later or something. Hey, thank you, Dr. Sauce. Did I disappear for a second? Oh, that's a bit strange. Don't know what happened there. Oh well. Hopefully I'm still here with you, having a little chat, and that everything's still okay. Yeah, so sorry for the slight delay. I'm hoping Megan will join us fairly soon so that we can get properly started. If not, we probably will just get going in about sort of 5 or 10 minutes or so, because I don't want to keep you guys here all night, of course. Yeah, and hopefully things should be good. Monster Peladon for the first time. Wow, Ian. Monster Peladon, I wouldn't say I have a high opinion of it. I do like the Peladon stories, but Monster is clearly a lot worse than Curse of Peladon. Yeah, Monster's just not one of the greatest stories in the world. It has to be said, it does drag on. And there's interesting stuff about the sort of parallels of the miners' strike and stuff from the 70s. But yeah, as a story, I'm not convinced it's one of the best. What's your next Classic Who review going to be? I can't actually remember. What story comes after Planet of Evil? Is it Pyramids of Mars? I think it might actually be Pyramids of Mars, how we were talking about it. I'm pretty sure that's the one we're going to be having. If I get round to editing it, then it'll be this week, because I have recorded it. I just need to actually edit it and get it uploaded. So yeah, hopefully that's soon. And later in the quiz, there will be some news on the future of Megan Reacts on my channel that hopefully you'll be excited for. So yes, you'll have to stick around and wait to find that out, but there will be news on that to come in the future. Oh, I disappear behind the background. That's interesting, how I can just sort of slightly disappear sometimes. I guess Skype's not always that clever, because it's a Skype background, actually, not Zoom, because Zoom doesn't work very well for me in terms of creating backgrounds. So we're using Skype. And yeah, look, I think it looks pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest. So yeah, That is pretty cool. Right. Just give me a minute. Hopefully Megan's going to be joining us in about 5 minutes, so then we can get cracking with the quiz, which is great. Right. Sorry, we will get going soon. But yeah, there will be an announcement later this evening about Megan Reacts for you to get excited about, hopefully. Because, we've been waiting a long time for another Megan Reacts. So we will be able to confirm what's going on with all that. We'll get started very, very shortly. Please stick around with it because we are about to get going. Once Megan gets here, we will be straight on with it. And just to reiterate, if you've just joined, if you're new here, whatever, get a bit of paper and a pen or the notes on your phone or whatever. And as we go through, every question is multiple choice. Pick your answer, note it down, and at the end of the quiz, there will be a Google form where you can fill in all your answers, submit it, and we find out who tonight's winner of the Doctor Who Pub quiz is. We've already had 3 of them, and they were pretty good. We had some very close ones. I do have a tie-break question in case we need it this time around, which is always great, because, that one time we didn't actually have one, and it was all a bit of a disaster, but we got away with it somehow. So this time we won't have that problem. And I'm going to plug it because it's on screen. If you're not already, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. You can see both of them there, and check them out if you want updates on my YouTube channel, what's going on, my life, if you're really that interested as well, sometimes, I guess. So just go and follow me on both of those, the socials, as they say. And you can get the latest updates on there. So, multiple choice, get it right or wrong. Indeed. Justin Anderson, when you do a tie break for a tie break, I don't think that you're both going to, if we've got a tie break, the people are definitely not going to pick the exact same answer to that question, because it's a hard question and it's not like a word, it's a number answer, shall we say, to the question, and it's quite difficult. So, there we go. The lack of emotes is truly saddening. I know it's not a Twitch stream. I'm sorry. I don't do that much Twitch, really. Should I get a Twitch account? I guess that's the question. But I feel like I need to be a gamer if I'm going to do Twitch, because Twitch feels like a gaming platform, really, to me at least. There we go. Right, well, we've got 53 people watching, so thank you so much, everybody, for joining. It's fantastic to have you all here with us. 55 make it now. People are joining rapidly, which is fantastic. And if people are joining late, it's not a problem as well, because you can always catch up on the form at the end. If you need to pop out for a round, that's totally fine. It's fine except for the last round. The last round, the music round, you can't get the details on the form. If you haven't heard them, then you're stuffed. Megan's not unwell. No, she's just a little bit busy, and she will be with us shortly. I'm hoping in the next few minutes, but we'll wait and see. And I'm trying to hold off before getting started until she arrives, but I think at 10 past we'll go for it, whether she's here or not, just because I want you guys not to be waiting ages. I should do a YouTube poop. I could play Doctor Who games on Twitch, that is true, but then is that actually a good Doctor Who video game? That's the question. I know that the VR one they did last year, I haven't played it, but the stuff I've seen about it did make it look pretty decent, but you also need quite expensive equipment to be able to play it. And then some of the trash old stuff from the past that released on the Wii and the Nintendo DS and things, they weren't exactly the greatest Doctor Who games, I think it's fair to say. Adventure Games is one I remember quite fondly. I need to find a way to access those, actually. If anybody's got a link to be able to access those, then I might just come and live stream them or something. I know other people have done it before, but it might be fun. I just I did play the adventure games at the time back in 2010, but I just haven't really touched them since then. And I remember them being good. I like the one with the Daleks in, I remember was quite cool, actually. But yeah, I cannot remember much about them, frankly. And I just don't remember a good Doctor Who video game. So yeah. Maybe the adventure games was good, but I don't know. I don't think it was all that great. Who's your fave classic Doctor? My fave classic Doctor is the third Doctor, John Pertwee. I don't really have a favourite Big Finish story because I don't actually watch enough of them, to be honest. I'm sorry. I just don't watch that. I don't watch Big Finish. I listen to Big Finish. Wow, my brain is going awry. I really should listen to some more, but I can't really give you a favourite because I just haven't. Oh, we're being lost again because I haven't done that. Megan is about to appear. I just need to bring Megan up. Hang on. You can't be heard just yet, Megan. Hold on. I can see her, but the world can't see her. Let me just get you all set up. Right. And then we can get started with the quiz, which is very exciting, isn't it, Megan? Are you looking forward to the quiz? That's all right. You've got a Diet Coke. Very nice. Very nice. I wish I had a Diet. I mean, I've got orange juice, but it's no match for Diet Coke. Right. There we go. Megan, you are live. Do not swear, as they say in the Big Brother part of Parting of the Bad Wolf. Sorry, I'm losing track. My brain has been going a little bit. I think it's because I've just been talking my own for 15 minutes.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
fine.
I have different devices.
Don't worry. But Megan is here now. I've teased the fact that we'll be revealing some news about the Megan Reacts later in the quiz.
Have we?
We will be indeed. So that's to look forward to. But now that you're here, we might as well get started with the quiz. Have you got?
I look rough. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm looking so rough. But we just have to accept it and go with it.
It's okay. It's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah, live on channel 44,000. Please do not swear. No. That's it. Have you got are you able to see the chat at the moment, Megan?
Yeah, I can see the chat. Why?
Excellent. No, I just wanted to make sure you're all prepared and ready and seeing the chat and all good.
I'm just going to get you a good angle, which is kind of hard right now because I look like an actual.
Right. Okay, so I need to get various things ready over here, but we are going to get cracking now with round number 1 of tonight's quiz.
We're on 60 viewers,
I know we've got 60 viewers. It's pretty good. More about 10, 15 more than last time, which is great news. So thank you everybody for joining.
Thank you everyone.
Yeah, I'm sorry it got delayed by a day. It just, Megan wasn't feeling too good yesterday, so we couldn't do it.
I mean, I still don't feel great today, but I'm doing it for the channel because we love the channel, and I'm really excited.
Exactly. No,
I mean, I look normal, so apparently I look rough all the time. Thanks, Catherine Moses. But
whoa.
Love you too.
You look normal, Megan. Well, surely that I would take that just as you don't look ill, rather than you normally look ill.
Thanks.
I don't think that's the way to do it. Okay, so this is 10. Oh, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Carry on.
Cool. So this first round is 10 questions covering New Who randomly in general. As you can see on screen, I like to make it very clear, please don't post your answers into the chat. There will be a Google form at the end of the quiz that you can put your answers into. We want wrong answers, but no correct. No, basically nothing you see on the screen. Do not type that in the chat because we don't want that. And there'll be a form at the end. Fill it in, and we'll find out who the winner is. So this is potentially the last time I'll do these types of rounds, just because I'm kind of running out of generic questions to write about New Who and Classic Who. So probably next time I'm going to do specific story rounds, just because I feel like then you can watch a specific story to revise, and it's just a bit more interesting. But yeah, anyway, let's get cracking with question number 1 of tonight's quiz. So, question 1. Who was the first Oscar-winning actor to play the Doctor? Was it Peter Capaldi? Was it David Tennant? Or was it Christopher Eccleston? So, one of them had an Oscar. But which one was it?
Oh, interestingly, Matt Smith did not have an Oscar.
No, but Matt Smith was only 28 when he started on Doctor Who, so...
Oscar. Oh, which of one of them has won an Oscar previously, not from Doctor Who.
No.
Interesting.
So interesting. There you go. Yeah.
Benny.
Indeed. Right. Question 2. Who directed Rose? So the first ever episode of New Who. Was it Graham Harper? Was it Euros Lynn? Or was it Keith Boak? I did know this because this is... well, he was the first ever director in New Who. He did the first filming block when they did Aliens in London, World War III and Rose. But what was his name? That's the question.
Has anyone wished us congratulations, by the way, before the quiz?
Well, I thought I wouldn't really mention it too much before, if you weren't here. We can, mention it again once we finish this round, maybe.
Sorry, I got too excited. Carry on.
Yeah, indeed, first Oscar-nominated actor was John Hurt, but unfortunately John Hurt never actually won an Oscar, which was a bit of a shame, but there we go. Question number 3. Who is the US president in the episode The Impossible Astronaut? Which I can now see only has one S in it as well, which is really annoying, and I'm sorry, but that's just, it glitches sometimes. Is it Nixon, Kennedy, or Reagan? So yeah.
What did you spell wrong?
Impossible should have 2 S's.
Oh dear.
And it's because on Photoshop it glitches out when you type in because my computer lags so much, and sometimes if I try to duplicate the same letter, it just doesn't do it, and it's really annoying. But there we go. Okay, question 4. What year did the first Doctor Who prom happen? So the musical concert, the BBC proms, there was a Doctor Who one, but when was the first one? Was it in 2008, 2009, or 2010? So yeah, I'm kind of going not so specifically. It is all New Who related, but they're also kind of somewhat around the show as much as specifically about like TV Doctor Who. Yeah, I just thought, mix it up a little bit and all that. Would be
Nice.
good fun. Well, here's an episode-related question for you. Question 5. Who caused the Master to regenerate at the end of Utopia? Was it Captain Jack, the Doctor, or Chantho? Of course, all characters from that episode. But which of them...
Or Benny.
Oh, Benny, indeed. Could it be Benny? That's the missing D option there. And indeed, maybe the first Doctor Who prom aired in 1965. It was in London, so maybe it was London 1965. Don't know. Question 6. What is the name of Clara's mum? Is it Ellie, Katie, or Rosie?
Oh, good question.
Do you know the answer to that, Megan?
I don't even know if I found.
Wow.
Is this in? Wait, is that in? Have I got to that bit yet?
Yeah, you have. You have.
Interesting.
In Clara's first couple of episodes when she was proper Clara.
You're revealing when it is to everyone to find out the answers.
Oh, well. Doesn't mean they'll remember the name because they're not allowed to go and look it up anyway. So, Right, the next couple of questions are slightly meme-worthy, but here we go. Question 7. In Love and Monsters, what does the Absorbaloff claim his victims taste like? A. Turkey.
Obvious.
B. Lamb.
Obvious
or C.
Answer.
Chicken.
Obvious answer. Come on. I didn't even need the multiple choice for that one. I could have just answered it.
Yeah, well, we've got to have a bit of fun with it. The next one's actually hard, but I thought that was a fun, memey question,
Or D. Orange juice.
Indeed. D. Orange juice. That is correct.
Clara is Clara's mum. Nice. Exactly. Esmeralda Oswald.
Right. Question 8, another meme-worthy question. How many times is Benny said on screen in Orphan 55? Is it 10 times, 15 times, or 20 times? And yes, please don't post your answers in the chat. It does say it on screen, just saying. Not being a savage, but it does say it in text on the screen right now.
Even us trying to post it and make it in a... To be fair, though, if you're watching from a smartphone... Yeah, I did think that when you made it. I was like,
Well, I'm sorry. I thought that, you'd be able to... I'll have to have a look on my phone and see how it looks.
Can I not have a background?
You could do, yeah. Do you know how to do Skype settings to be able to do that? I guess so.
How?
Oh, well. You have to go into settings, then audio and video settings, and then video settings, and then select...
Oh, froze. Am I frozen?
No. Then you click settings, and then...
What, on the video?
No, just on Skype in general, then audio and video, and then you can select a background. See, I can change... I have another TARDIS interior I can pick there. There we go. Switched it up to another new one now.
I don't know how to do this.
Really exciting. Right. Anyway, sorry, we're in the middle of the round. We really should finish the round first.
Oh yeah, you carry on. I'm just going to figure out how.
Question 9. This is a really not related to New Who question, but there we go. What was the first Doctor Who series to have a steelbook release? So the steelbook, Blu-rays and stuff that they release in steelbook cases. Which series? They've been re-releasing them all, and it's been lovely with series 1 through to 6 now, and series 6 coming out in August, I believe. But which one was the first ever series to get a steelbook release? Was it series 5, 6, or 8? As in when it was released, not as in the earliest series. So it's not series 1, obviously. But there you go. Right. So
I think I'm just a bit of a noob.
I'm a noob. Oh, the sound has dropped apparently. Has the sound dropped? Sorry, have we messed it all up again or something?
I messed it all up.
Let us know in the chat if... Can you hear me, Megan? Why don't you listen to the audio on the...
Yeah, I can hear it.
Cool. Okay.
Oh, I took a screenshot. How do I get back into the...
I didn't intend to say it's not Series 6. I'm just saying that the latest... that it's not Series 1. Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to stop digging a rabbit hole there and roll with it. Okay, question 10. This is a hard question. What is the first ever episode to show fully colorized archive clips of the first and second Doctors? Is it A, the name of the Doctor, B, the Timeless Children, again missing an S, I'm really sorry, or C, the day of the Doctor? I'm a little quiet. Okay, well, if I do that, that might make me louder. Lol.
How's that, everyone?
I'm really quiet, am I? Hang on. Oh well, we'll try this and we'll see how it goes. I'll probably be really loud now and I'll be ruining all your eardrums or something. Why'd you keep taking screenshots of the chat, Megan?
I don't know how to, I'm trying to get the screen to go better. There we go.
So just in case you don't understand the question, the first and second Doctor obviously were only ever in black and white, so they were usually shown in black and white, but in one of these stories, they were first shown in colour because they'd been colorized, the clips. Which one is it? That's the question. Right.
I really want to get a background. I'm really upset that I can't do this.
Are you on computer?
No.
Well, then you probably can't. Sorry.
No!
I know. Well, that was the end of round number 1 while Megan's faffing about. So the news, if you didn't watch our Megan Reacts outtakes, is that we got engaged in the last couple of weeks, which is also why there's been a lack of videos generally.
It's
I'm sorry.
Everyone, just in case you wanted to see it. Yeah. Here it is. It's pretty and it's really shiny. Also, something that you probably didn't notice, but none of you commented on it, but I was actually wearing a ring last episode. It wasn't a real ring, it was just a cable tie because the ring didn't fit, but Elliot said I could wear the cable tie. So I wore the cable tie, but no one noticed it. So,
yeah, that's
come on,
sad.
do better next time.
Yeah. Right. I'm just preparing the second round.
Questions, Elliot?
How do I come up with the questions? From my brain, usually. I'm not going to lie. Doing the New Who and Classic rounds has become more challenging every week. And so that's why I can't really... Oh. Hello? Megan, you've dropped out. Hello? I cannot hear you, Megan. Oh. Have we lost Megan?
Oh, hello?
Ah, there you go. You're back again. You must have frozen up on us or something.
I was here the whole time.
Sorry. Yeah, it sounded like it seemed to freeze. So, sorry.
You just went really loud.
Did I go really loud? Ooh.
Yeah, you just went really loud in my ears. It really hurt.
Hello. Am I still loud?
You make the unit round. Yeah. No, you're fine now. It was just one moment. It's fine.
Okay.
Everyone's saying congratulations. Thanks, guys. It's really kind.
Thanks very much. You're very nice people. But yeah, that's why I'm not doing specific rounds in the coming quizzes, because I've just run out of questions to come up with that are basically just generic questions about New Who and Classic Who. It's a bit of a challenge. So yeah, right. We are moving on now to round number 2. This is where for some people it gets very difficult. But hopefully, is it Elliot ASMR now? Oh gosh. Hopefully you won't all struggle too much. I can't actually really remember.
You're too loud. Turn it down.
I'm too loud.
Yeah, apparently someone's saying you're too loud.
Oh, ear rape moment. Sorry. Yeah, it's because my computer can't quite run this software well enough. So it has glitches and the audio can glitch out sometimes. I'm sorry. My left ear popped with Elliot's voice. I'm so sorry. My voice is awful.
Well, that's
anyway.
good. You don't want it to be blocked, so hopefully it unpopped your voice. Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's time for the Classic Who round. I'm sorry if this is really difficult, but
still too loud, hon, in my ear. I'm sorry.
In your ears.
No, yeah, I feel like you're loud.
Okay, how's that? Is that better?
No, you're still the same.
Okay, well then, I don't know.
Oh, everyone's fine. Everyone's fine. It's fine. It's just me. I'll just tell you.
Let's stop faffing and let's do the quiz. Okay, so round 2, Classic Who.
Yeah.
Question number 1. This is an easy one to start with. Hopefully you guys can get this. Is what is the name of the 6th Doctor's first story? Is it Attack of the Cybermen, Time Lash, or The Twin Dilemma? Who knows? And I'm also going to switch my Skype back to the other background because I prefer the other background to this one. It's just a cooler one, to be honest. I don't know. It just fits better, I think.
Let's see it then.
Hang on. I mean, I can always bring an F1 car in, for anybody who's interested in F1. Yeet. I had that earlier.
I'm really upset. I want this. I'm finding a way to do this. I'm sorry, but I am.
Yeah,
if it breaks
Lewis
the
Hamilton
rule,
fan. Sorry, lol. Anyway, we'll stop talking about other things. Doctor Who. Question number 2. Right. In which story are we first introduced to the Cyber Planner? Cyber Planner, you may remember from Nightmare in Silver, where Matt Smith was fighting it in his mind. But was it first introduced in The Invasion, The Wheel in Space, or The Moon Base?
The moon.
Who knows?
We're going to the moon. I'm really desperate to find a way to do this,
Oh, a unit round. Did you mention a unit round earlier?
I did say that, yeah.
Okay, sorry. I kind of didn't really take in that so much. I'm sorry. And sorry if I keep getting quiet. I literally have no idea why. Yeah, I don't know. My mic should be fine, but I guess, sometimes we're just going to rock it, and unless it cuts out completely, we're going to go with it. Okay, question 3. In what US city is the TV movie set? Is it A, San Francisco, which I spelt wrong and it looks horrendous, B, New York, or C, Los Angeles?
Why don't you check your spellings and stuff like this?
Because I was doing a lot of it in a hurry and I just didn't. Lol. Yeah, I'm sorry that my mic's really up and down at the moment and you're getting occasional ear rape. I'm really sorry.
Is it like under settings, account and profile? No, general.
It's under audio and video.
There isn't an option for audio and video.
Yeah, then you don't have the option.
That makes me really sad.
Sorry. Indeed, it was filmed in Canada. Right, question number 4. You may remember the character of Savalon Glitz, but how many stories was he in? 3, 4, or 5? Yeah, I don't actually think I've seen every single story he was in, but there you go. Sad making noises, lol.
What did I was sad about the background? Yeah.
Question 5. In what story did Roger Delgado make his final appearance as the Master? Was it the Demons? Was it the Sea Devils? Or was it Frontier in Space? Who knows? Well, I know, and hopefully you guys do too.
Well, maybe I don't have the latest version of the app.
That's true. Shouts out to David, who's apparently watching as well at the moment. I hope you're.
Hey David, how are you?
You're enjoying this quiz. Thank you so much for writing the round. Hopefully we'll get to you. Well, you're round number 4, so hopefully we'll get to you soon. Yeah, it's a great round. It's definitely one to look forward to. There's a lot of detail that's gone into the questions, and it's great. Okay, question 6. What was the first classic Who story to have missing episodes animated? Just quickly to Joe Coral's a question. Are we counting Trial as one or more? I'm not telling you if Trial is the answer, but in any questions, in any quiz, I would always count Trial of Time Lord as, although it's an overarching series, as 4 separate stories. So there you go. What was the first classic story to have a missing episode animated? Was it The Invasion, The Power of the Daleks, or The 10th Planet? Who knows? They obviously the most recent animation was the Faces ones, which was great, and we've also got Fury from the Deep coming very soon, which I'm very, very much excited for. But yeah, which one started all this off? Quite a while ago now, actually.
I won't lie to you. The not old. What do you call it? The not new Who.
Classic Who.
Not old. Classic Who. Oh, thanks for the word. It doesn't get my go. I mean, it doesn't get me going. I'm just here.
I know.
Just chilling. That's why I was trying to find a background, because it would make my life interesting. Not that this isn't interesting.
You haven't seen any of it, is the thing. So, and eventually we will watch some of it, Megan. Not all of it, but some of it. Right. Question 7. Well, I'm just going to make her, even if she likes it or not. Lol. Which writer created villains including the Vord, Mechanoids, and Kralls? Was it Robert Holmes, Terry Nation, or Terrence Dicks? That's not funny, Megan. Dear me, no one makes that joke anymore. He's a legend, Terrence Dicks. Wow. Anyway, question 8. What is Valiard a Gallifreyan term for? Is it A, enforcer of the laws of time, B, Doctor of Law, or C, Learned Court Prosecutor? I thought that question was quite hard, which is why I threw it in.
I don't know what any of those words mean.
Yeah, well, I won't try and explain the whole plot of season 23 to you right now. No, okay. Question 9 is a fun one. Who wrote the Doctor Who stage play, The Seven Keys to Doomsday? Was it Terrance Dicks, Eric Sayward, or Barry Letts? So back in the 70s or maybe the 80s, Doctor Who did a stage play. And they did multiple ones, and one of them was called The Seven Keys to Doomsday. I think that was the first one. It was quite a wild time for Doctor Who, really, in many ways. And the final question is a question in relation to the Deadly Assassin. And you may remember, well, you won't, Megan, but people watching may remember the character of Barusa, who features in multiple Classic Who stories on Time Lord and Gallifrey stories. But in the Deadly Assassin, what position does he hold? Is it Lord Cardinal, Lord President, or Lord Chancellor? It also makes you realise that Time Lords just have normal names for sort of important people, but just stick Lord in front of them because they're Time Lords. I found it quite funny. It's actually just Cardinal, President, Chancellor, but let's stick Lord in front of it because we're more important. Lol. That's just my observation of it. Okay, so that was round number 2. Next up, we will be having the picture round very, very shortly. So there's one you can engage with a little bit more, Megan. We've got 5 from Classic Who and 5 from New Who. I'll be revealing the details in a minute on what exactly that's all about. We might as well, as we've got a moment, reveal the details about the return of Megan Reacts.
The return of Megan Reacts.
And I can promise you that will not be the intro to the first one. Mainly because we've already recorded it like 3 months ago. Lol. Basically the situ was...
I was going to say, why not? I like that intro.
The situ was... we recorded the Deep Breath reaction about 2 days before COVID was like lockdown life was happening, and then we couldn't see each other forever. Obviously that we had a massive backlog, so that's why for a while you got to enjoy lots of reactions, but we got to that point where there wasn't any new ones except for Deep Breath, and we didn't have time to film anymore because we couldn't really see each other very much at the moment and all of that. But now that the world's, it's not back to normal, but things are starting. It depends where in the world you are as to whether things are improving, but basically we're hanging out a bit more now, and we are going to start recording new reactions, which means next Saturday at, I believe, 6 p.m, Megan Reacts for Deep Breath will be going up onto the magical world of YouTube for you to all enjoy, and then hopefully we will be consistently weekly from there, with all of Series 8 and 9 and 10 to come, with lots of very, very exciting episodes to watch.
It's going to be great. We'll be recording from my bedroom.
We will. So where you can see Megan at the moment, that's where some of the upcoming reactions will be. There's something to look forward to. But yeah, we just wanted to update you on what's going on with all that. There'll be more posts about it during the week, I'm sure. But yes, Megan Reacts will be back next Saturday. So you've only got 6 days to wait until it returns. And if I do say so myself, the Deep Breath reaction is pretty good. You probably can't even barely remember recording it, Megan, but yeah, it's good.
No, but it was a good episode. I love that episode.
It is a very good episode, to be fair. Right, I'm just teeing up round.
I want to ask a question to the room.
Do it.
So, guys, my question for the room is basically, I think that Elliot should make, especially now that we're engaged, I think Elliot should make a little specialized Megan Reacts intro with like some like quality moments from Megan Reacts, like all chopped together with some like epic like background music, with me going like, it's Megan Reacts, and then like loads of like chopped up like bits of like me going like, oh, and like and like and like woo, and like loads of different emotions, and just like having like a big like bumper title going across the screen, and then like fireworks and stuff. I think that'd be really cool. Get some fireworks and like maybe some real fire as well that like comes out of the screen at people and like surprises them. That'd be really cool if we could do that.
Very good.
Don't you think?
Yeah, it would be. It might be interesting. I'm conscious that there's a slight bit of glitching going on in the audio. Apologies if you're hearing that. My computer's just lagging out a little bit. Yes. What?
Everyone says yes.
Well, there we go. I guess I'll have to try and put that together, won't I?
Lily, you need to write all of this down. Is it for you that I'm glitching out?
Maybe it is just for me, to be fair. Who knows? Oh, well. So, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Though the thing is, I kind of need to get it done for next week if I'm going to, so don't know.
No, we can start it with the new ones that we're doing.
I mean, if someone wants to make it for us, hit us up.
You make it for us. We'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Totally do it. Actually, that's competition. Competition. Who can
make the best Megan Reacts intro, and then we might get it on there.
Genuinely, if you do, we would just use it. Like, that's a competition. Who makes the best Megan Reacts intro? DM one of us on Instagram, mainly me, because I'll actually reply because I don't have any advice. Or make a group chat with me and Delia in it, and we just be like, yeah. And you could just drop it to one of us, and we can react to them.
Or you could get in contact with the 2 social accounts you can currently see on your screens on Twitter or Instagram. For Instagram.
Why have you not talked to me? I'm on the stream too.
Yeah, well, it's my channel. I'm a savage.
At Megan Reacts, all one word.
So there you go. If you've got nothing to do this week and want a little project, then why not try and put together a Megan Reacts intro? We can't guarantee we'll use it because we will probably pick the best one, but you never know. And if not, well, then I'll just do one. Lol.
I genuinely be so happy if one of you could do that. It'd make my life.
Cool. Okay, so it's time for round 3. And this round features, the first 5 questions show opening shots from all 5 of the stories from season 12 in the classic series. These are cropped images of the frames of the episode of part 1s of each of these 5 stories. So they're all included, but you just got to pick which one is which. I'm not going to give you any more help than just having all the options listed on the form, so you'll have all 5 stories from season 5. And you've got to pick them out. Hopefully, once I actually show you the pictures, they'll make a little bit more sense. So there we go. That's number 1. That is a cropped frame, the opening frame of episode 1 of one of the stories of season 12. If you can't remember all the story names, it's fine because they'll all be on the Google form at the end of the quiz. But yeah, that is your first option. So have a little look. And these images will also be on the form. So if you can't remember them and don't get enough time to have a look, then please have a look on the form as well. Somebody followed us. The Post Monument. Thank you, Post Monument, for following.
Yeah, they just followed me too.
Following me and for following Megan Reacts account. There is also a Megan Reacts account on Instagram. We don't really use it, but there is one.
Is this a live stream? I should post. Should I post a picture of the live right now?
If you want to,
or just a picture of my face.
Whatever you like, Megan. Okay, question 2. So that's your next opening frame from a season 12 story. But which one is it? Or a cropped frame, I should say. The last 5 will be New Who related, so if you're struggling, then you can at least hopefully catch up on the New Who ones a little bit, but maybe they'll be really hard. I don't know. Okay, question 3. This is your next one, your next little image to have a little look at and see if you can work out what it is.
Oh, he disappeared there for a minute. It's quite funny.
I don't know why that happens. Is it? I don't really know. No, I can't really
work out.
Put
your hands over your face.
I look like a weeping angel in the TARDIS.
Now just shrink. Fade into nothingness or turn. Rotate your body.
I can't do it.
You can't rotate?
No, I can't. I've got room.
I'm disappointed.
Oh. Question 4. There's your next image. Now let's try and rotate. Sorry. Hang on. No, doesn't work. No.
Just rotate. No, your whole body. Just go to your heads at the back. Oh, even that doesn't work. That's kind of disappointing.
So it's just completely random, basically.
And every now and then you kind of be like, bye.
Okay, so question.
Yeah, Elliot, what even is that? Come on, that is mean.
I know. Okay, I'm sorry, but I can't make them too easy, and ultimately, you'll have another look at them on the form. To be fair, some of these images really didn't lend themselves to being crops. I could have given you the full image and it wouldn't have helped anymore. So I wasn't being that mean. It was just a horrible opening frame. Yeah, David says he's happy that his round is actually not. He thought his round was really hard, but he's now seen the questions we've had so far and realised actually it's not that hard. So there you go. Okay, so that was your first 5, which were on season 12. Now we are going to Series 12, the series that aired just 4 months. Can you believe that it's 4.5 months since Series 12 ended? Like,
no,
it was legit like the 1st of March, and it's now the middle of July. I can't quite believe it's been that long, really. Yeah, since the fandom got destroyed by the Timeless Children. Well, not destroyed, but there was a lot of controversy, shall we say?
Controversy.
Okay, so that's your first 5. So the next lot, as I say, are on Series 12. And I'm not giving you any options. The form will list all 10 episodes of Series 12. So this separates out 2 parts. If I've included any, then they would be the first frame. But they also don't include any recaps from the previous leads or obviously any titles or anything. They are the first shot of the actual episode itself. That is what you see. Okay, so question 6. There you go. That's your first one it's the first one from Series 12 to have a look at. Have a little think. What could that episode be the first frame of? Cropped, of course, because we wouldn't want to make it too easy. I want it to be longer so I can forget it. Wow, Big Al did not like Series 12. Lol.
Oh yes.
Okay.
I may need to nip in a minute to use the ladies' room.
That's fine. You think you can get? Do you want to go now?
No, I can go. Well, unless you want me to go in the middle of the round.
No, it's fine. Whatever. Whenever you like. Question 7. There we go. Your next image. Have a little look. Yeah, some of them are easier than others. I didn't want to make them all impossibly hard so that you'd actually get some points, because that would just be mean. And this isn't, let's just make everybody feel depressed about their Doctor Who knowledge. Because I get that every time I join the Doctor Who Quiz of Rassilon, but it's fine. Shout out to the Quiz of Rassilon, that is great. If you don't join the Quiz of Rassilon, you really should. Check them out on Twitter. They are, and now a monthly Doctor Who quiz. They used to do it in a pub in London, but they're now doing it virtually as well as in a pub. It's great fun. You should come and join.
I shouldn't, though.
No, maybe not you, but if you're a nerdy Doctor Who fan, then you should. Question 8.
Maybe once I've watched all of New Who, then maybe you'll let me on.
Do you have any ideas on the ones you've seen? Have you been looking at the images, Megan?
Yeah.
Do you have any ideas?
A bit. I've only just seen the one that's on my screen now. I don't know what I know what it is, but I don't know what episode it's from. Oh, I know what that one's from. This will just come on now.
Okay, the purpley looking one.
Yes, the purpley one.
Fair enough. The Timeless Absorbaloff. That's a good name for a Doctor episode. I think we should create that, to be honest. Where we find out that the Absorbaloff was the original, was the Doctor, basically, and then started all of Time Lord Society off their regeneration skills or Absorbaloffs. I don't know, absorbing skills. I don't even know. But yeah. Anyway, let's not try and create that storyline. That's question number 9, or image number 9, for you to have a look at. Indeed, Alex Richardson. That's the sort of ridiculous nonsense that Nerdrotic likes to post on his YouTube channel and the internet. People like Nerdrotic, Bowls Trek, and all those.
Do you not like them?
Trashy YouTube. You should have a look at Bowls Trek's YouTube thumbnails, and then you'll realise why it's complete clickbait trash. But there we go.
Wow, the Doctor Who was originally black and female. I hate this show.
I hope you don't actually believe that. Question 10. There we go.
Ooh, interesting. I wonder.
What? Do you know?
No.
Okay.
Oh, no.
That is the end of round 3. And so it is David's time. Well, I'm afraid he's not here, but he is watching at home.
We should get David on the quiz.
I know, we should have got you on, David. I'm sorry. Maybe next time. Next time you do a round, we'll get you guest starring to read your round out, because, that'll be fun.
Please.
Yeah, we will. We'll make sure that happens next time. But yeah, he's ridden a great round.
I don't want to miss David's round.
You what?
I don't want to miss David's round.
Well,
I'm not going to go to the loo.
We can hold off for a minute
if
you want to go to the Lulu.
Thank you. Everyone who's watching, take a loo break too and have a snack.
That's true, actually. We've done 3 rounds. It's loo break time. If you need to go and get something to eat or just chill, go to the toilet, whatever. Now is the moment.
I'll turn everything off just in case. someone comes in my room.
Okay.
Bye!
You'll probably get to see the Skype logo then for the time being. Or just a frozen nothingness. I don't know what's going to appear when she leaves. You get a badly cropped Skype image. Isn't that great fun? And then it was just me once again. Isn't that a little bit disappointing for you all? Because I know really you want Megan here. When do the questions on Dr. Screw start? I feel like I might know what that is referencing, and I'm not going to comment on that. I'm not sure if I know what that is, but I have a feeling I do, and we're just going to skip on past that. John Smith did quite well on the New Who part. That's good. David says, I'm just happy to write the questions, but we'd love to come on sometime. Yeah, we're going to we'll get you on, David. Don't worry, we'll get you on. I'll create a third box on the screen somewhere that we can stick you in, and you can at least for your round join. So what is Star-Crossed Lovers? That is the question that you ask. And essentially it's all about relationships in Doctor Who, I guess you'd say, or romances, just sort of, any kind of relationship, wedding, that type of thing. It's related to that. But also, for the first time in these quizzes we've been doing, the questions don't all relate to Doctor Who. There are questions on all of the Doctor Who spin-offs, in fact. All of Seridan Adventures, Torchwood and Class. There is a question or two on each of those. So you better be well up on not just the TV Doctor Who show, but also the other mediums around it as well. So, we'll have to see. Who knows? It's like the end of an RTD Who series when 10 is left alone in the TARDIS. I know. Have I got to go, what? Megan, literally, that was great timing, Megan. While I was doing my David Tennant what moment when the Titanic turns up, or Donna Noble, or Catherine Tate turns up, then Megan Chalmers turns up for a what moment. It's great.
That's the one.
So there we go.
I just get comfortable, turn on the camera too.
I was just telling people a little bit about what this round is all about, because
I know I was hearing you. I kept my headphones in.
Oh, that's good.
So I could hear the beach.
There we go. That's
just
good.
In case you started to talk rubbish about me,
Fair enough. By the
how
way,
much you hate your say and everything.
We're up to over 70 people watching now, so thank you everybody for joining. If you have missed the start of this quiz, it's totally fine because there's a Google form at the end where you'll be able to fill in all your answers. The only round you have to be here for is the final one because it's the music round, and you need to be able to hear the music to be able to answer the questions.
Maybe the suspense actually did people good.
Maybe it did. Who knows? Well, so as I was saying, so you heard about the fact that there's the spin-offs in this round then, Megan?
Yes.
Which obviously you haven't seen yet. Fun. But I don't think... I didn't consider the questions to be spoilery, so I felt it was okay to go with it. So there we go.
Cool.
Okay, so let's get cracking with round number 4, question number 1. So question 1, who is the Doctor's wife? Is it Idris,
Me.
River Song, or Queen Elizabeth II?
Or Megan.
Indeed. Could it be Megan? Which Doctor would you want to be married to, Megan?
Peter Capaldi.
Whoa. Was not expecting that answer.
Now, going on physical attributes, Matt Smith.
Okay.
Going off personality, Matt Smith.
Wow.
Is Matt Smith married?
I don't actually know, to be fair.
Good. Is he married? I wonder if he's actually married. He's kind of cute, isn't he? Don't you think, Elliot?
Yeah.
Who would you marry? If you had to marry a doctor, who would you marry?
I'm not answering. I guess I'd have to say Jodie by default, but yeah. See, the answers in the chat to this question are interesting, and I raised this with David, but there is only one answer, and you have to pick one of the answers on screen, despite what you may believe. So there you go. And David has given me lots of detail. When we get to the answers of this round, it's great. He's written me a paragraph on why each answer is correct. So I'll read those out for you. It's really good fun. Okay, question 2.
Yeah.
In the Series 7 episode Hide, what does the Doctor tell Palmer and Emma the secret is? Is it A, hold hands and don't let go? B, be honest with each other? Or C, his secret incarnation as the War Doctor? So there you go. What is this mysterious secret?
Was dating Lily James, apparently.
Oh, yeah, they were at one point, yeah.
They separated in December. apparently.
Oh, wow, that's sad.
But I think they've been going out since 2014.
Yeah, they've been going out for a while. From what I do, that does ring a bell, actually, now you say it. Right. Question 3. Out of these married pairings, one has not been immortalized as character options action figures. Which is the odd one out? Is it Amy Pond and Rory Williams, Mickey Smith and Martha Jones, or the 10th Doctor and Elizabeth I?
David, these questions are fabulous.
I know. So, sorry for spelling Elizabeth I wrong
David
there as well.
knows so much about Doctor Who. I think
I do as well.
I know, but I think David might know a bit more than you.
To be fair, he did beat me when we did Who's the Better Doctor Who Fan. He beat me twice at Doctor Who Trivial Pursuit and Doctor Who Quiz Book.
I feel like overall, like, Doctor Who knowledge, like everything Doctor Who related, I feel like David does have a slight edge over you.
Wow.
But then again, I haven't watched like Class, Sarah Jane Adventures, and Torchwood with you. But from my experience of talking about it with David, he seems to have a lot of knowledge, you know.
Okay.
So if David's watching this, good job, David.
High praise, David, indeed. High praise. Question number 4. In The Husbands of River Song, how many wives does River Song have? Is it 2, 12, or 1? She only married herself.
Interesting.
Who knows? What's that emoji you just posted, Megan?
I don't know. It's cute, isn't it? It's like a cat with a...
Okay. Question number 5. Who are the first Doctor Who companions to be revealed as a couple in a comic strip? Was it A, Tegan Javanka and Nissa, B, Ian Chesterton and Barbara Wright, or C, Clyde Langer and Rani Chandra? So yeah, we're really covering like all media.
I might as well say Animal Crossing now.
Everything. What? Because these are so difficult questions.
I'm so awful at Doctor Who. My knowledge is literally nothing. I feel like a bad person.
David says he disagrees, though. Elliot sometimes scares me with his Classic Who knowledge. So
maybe Classic Who.
Yeah,
Elliot
I probably know more about Classic Who. That's true. And yeah, but David David listens to a lot of Big Finish, as Paul Android points out. That is an advantage. Listen to a lot of Big Finish. So yeah. Right. Question 6. In Farewell, Sarah Jane Smith, Luke reveals he and Sanjay have been married for 5 years.
Luke.
We need to watch Sarah Jane Adventures. But actually, you've seen him in The Stolen Earth. Anyway, I need to get to the end of the question. I'll tell you afterwards. But how did they first meet? A, he was down the hall from Luke at Oxford University. B, they had the same tutor at Oxford University. Or C, they bumped into each other at GAY. That's a great question. So Luke is Sarah Jane's adopted son, who we see in The Stolen Earth and Journey's End.
Yeah. Is he
a big part of Sarah Jane Adventures?
That's so cute. Love that for him.
Okay. Question 7. This is a fun one. In the series 5 finale, The Big Bang, what, according to Stephen Moffat, does the title refer to? Is it A, the explosion of the TARDIS, B, the Doctor being removed from history, or C, Melody Pond?
These questions are hard.
They are, to be fair. I feel like this will separate the big Doctor Who fans from the truly like major, like crazy knowledge of Doctor Who fans. But I don't know. We'll see. Right, this is quite a specific one, so you'll have to listen carefully. Megan, you won't have a clue. It's Torchwood. In the Torchwood episode, Something Borrowed, Gwen's wedding day descends into chaos when she is impregnated by a Nostrovite. Who is the only member of the Torchwood team not to be under threat by the Nostrovites? Is it A, Owen Harper, B, Chico Sato, or C, Gwen Cooper?
What's a Nostrovite?
We'll have to watch...
And how does she get impregnated by it?
We'll have to watch Torchwood and find out in the future, won't we?
I need to know. Tell me.
I can't really tell you at the moment.
Someone tell me what Nostrovite is and how she gets...
We're not posting spoilers about the future of shows that Megan hasn't seen yet in the comments, so yeah.
I'm thinking like... Well, you don't want to know what I'm thinking. and not the writers.
Okay, fair enough. Anyway, question number 9. This is your class question. When the Coal Hill defenders are detained in class, what is Matthews's, I think it's how you pronounce it, I can't remember his name, confession to his boyfriend Charlie when he picks up the telepathic meteorite? Is it A, Matthews is scared he loves Charlie more than Charlie loves him? B, he is afraid of Charlie? Or C, he works for the governors?
You missed what I said there.
I did.
Did you choose to ignore it?
I didn't hear what you said.
Okay, good.
What did you say?
Nothing. I just said, that it's great to be your fiance.
I don't think you said that, but okay.
I didn't. You're right. Good job.
Wow. And then question 10. The Doctor loves weddings. He tells us so in his 10th and 11th incarnations. And in her 13th incarnation, the Doctor officiates a wedding between Prem and Umbreen in the Demons of Punjab. But what traditional gift does Prem give to Umbreen once they're wed? A boundary rope. B, a leaf. C, a watch with a broken face.
I remember this one, I think. Wait, was it
yeah, Series 11, Demons of the Punjab, indeed.
I have to check. I wasn't making it, but I'd seen
and
it.
That is the end of David's wonderful round on relationships, star-crossed lovers, whatever you want to call it, in Doctor Who. Thank you so much, David, for writing that. It's excellent. Please give us a thanks in the chat, guys, for David and his great questions. We'll find out if you actually got any of them right later, guys.
The
the clapping emoji or something, because they're great. And hopefully David will do another round for us at some point in the future as well, because clearly he's quite good at writing them.
He is, and he'll have to come on for the round, and then he can answer your question.
Next time he writes a round, we'll get him on to actually read the round out, because we want him more involved than that. Okay, so we've got to get ready for it's already the final round. We've flown through it today.
Oh, the music round.
It's a music round.
I am the music man.
I'd say my personal favourite round, I have to say. Right, there we go. So, we'll I'll just get things set up. Megan, do you want to say something?
Yeah, guys, get me some questions. Well, I'm interested to see what everyone's things are with the intros.
What do you mean?
The intros that people are going to send in. I'm really excited for that.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Come on, guys, hit me some questions up. I'm going to read them. Oh, Jesus! Everyone's clapping in the comments for David.
That's great. Thanks, guys.
Very hard, really good round, apparently.
It's on a count of 1.5 rounds. Well, yeah. I don't know. Maybe this has been a harder quiz, but I also kind of want to.
Who's your favourite Animal Crossing villager? My fate. Well, actually, thanks for asking. Well, I have multiple. So at the moment, I'm on the hunt for Audie, as basically everyone is. I'm looking for Audie, but I love Bo. Bo is on my island at the moment, and he's adorable, and he fits in with my little campsite cottagecore vibes. So I love that. He's a cutie. I also really want Henry, and I really, really want who else? Yeah, that's about it. Henry. I really want Henry, the little frog. Questions about our wedding. Which Doctor would you say is most similar to Elliot? I think I would say Matt Smith. I think he's got quite a similar vibe.
I've got the mannerisms with the hands of Matt Smith.
Yeah, and you've got the charisma.
The charisma, wow.
You've got the charisma of Matt Smith.
Nice.
Oh, I'm also looking for Molly and Poppy on Animal Crossing, but I haven't found them yet. So if anyone's got Molly or Poppy in boxes, I will happily come to your island and I'll give you a royal crown, because I've got lots of royal crowns in my storage that I need to get rid of. Anyway, how did Elliot propose? It was quite a funny story. Basically, we went to have our first date. We sat down, had a little picnic. It was really cute, and he was being all lovey-dovey and stuff. And then I started talking about seagull poop, and it was great.
But it happened in the end, so it was all good.
It happened in the end, and it was really cute.
Okay, are we ready for the final round?
Let's ask you what our favourite Pringles flavour is.
Oh, sour cream and onion, the green ones.
I thought you liked the really salted ones.
I prefer the green ones.
Do you?
They're my favourite. Yeah.
I like barbecue ones. They're my favourites.
Fair enough.
I also like the salted ones, but then I start eating them and my mouth starts to hurt, but it's a good pain, you know?
Oh, okay. Okay. Right. Are you ready for us to do the final round, Megan?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I am.
You look quite intently at the chat.
Someone said that the description is wrong.
Oh, it probably is. What do you mean the description is wrong? To
name
what?
That Fram. Name that Fram instead of name that frame.
Oh wow! I'm sorry, guys. I get something wrong every time I do this. There's one or two typos. I'm sorry. I do a lot of typing. Like I type out every single one of those slides. I type out the whole form. I type out the descriptions. I type out the thumbnails, and I usually do it all in like the same 4 or 5 hour period getting this all together. So I'm sorry for the occasional slight mistakes in things. I hope you don't hate me for it.
Paprika Pringles. Oh, hello. I'd like that.
Fair enough.
Peter Davison. I've not really watched Peter Davison.
Well, you saw him in Time Crash, that episode, that minisode with David Tennant, of course.
And in the 50th anniversary thing.
Oh yeah, 5-ish Doctors reboot. That was good fun. Okay, right. I'm ready for the final round. I think everybody's ready for the final round.
The final round.
Yeah, basically, if you've missed any of it up until now, it's totally fine. There'll be a Google form after this round. You can fill in all the answers, read all the questions all over, and join in as much as possible. This is the only round you've got to be here for to be able to hear the music, because otherwise you just won't know. So, to make clear what's going to happen, there are 10 questions. The first 5 feature 5 pieces of music from the classic series. And oh dear, choking myself. And for those 5, all you've got to tell me is the name of the story that music is from. Not the specific name of the piece of music, just the story.
Oh, they're getting off lightly here, aren't they?
And there will be 3 options on the screen to make it even easier for you. So hopefully you can manage it there. And then the last 5 are all from New Who, and you will have to name the specific piece of music for New Who. I thought New Who's a bit easier because you probably know it a little bit more to be able to try and name the piece of music. So I thought I would do it that way. So yeah, we'll start with them. I'm going to play about 20 to 25 seconds of each piece of music, and I will play them twice. I'll play them once, then you can see the options, and I'll play them again.
Nice.
Sound good?
Yes, it sounds great.
Did I explain it well enough?
You did. You explained it very well, I think.
Okay.
Well, that's my opinion.
Yeah, if for some reason this gets taken down, you won't be seeing another video for 7 days because I'm going to get banned for a week, like the Who Addicts did, I think. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Fingers crossed.
Right.
Yeah, from the Love and Monsters one, we got one of those, and it just sits on your channel permanently, and you can't remove it. And if you get called out again, you get a 7-day ban. So yeet, we're going to risk it for the chocolate biscuit, but it was fine last time, so I'm sure it'll be okay.
I'll say a prayer.
It's all fine. Cool. Right, here we go. Number 1. Are we ready? Yeah, let's do it.
I'll be quiet.
So there you go. Wasn't that mysterious? You've got to name what story that piece of music was from.
I have no clue. Is that? I mean,
it's all the classic series, so you wouldn't know. Right. So I'm now going to show you that there's the 3 options. It's one of those 3. Have one more listen. This is quite a recognisable one, to be fair, I would say, for a piece of music. So there you go. That was number 1.
Absolutely no clue.
I wouldn't expect you to have a clue, to be honest. Knock, knock. It's the BBC copyright police. Well, let's hope not. Let's hope not. We're going all right so far. Okay, so question number 2. I'll play it once, then you can see the options. Here we go. We love wacky classical music. go. Wasn't that wacky?
That was bang.
We love classic key music. It's great fun. So, there's your 3 options. Let's have one more listen. It's great, isn't it? Right. Are we ready for number 3, guys? Here we go. So that was a bit mysterious. Yeah. Very much more incidental music, but we don't want to make it too easy for you. So there's your 3 options. And here's one more listen. Well, wonder what that could be. One of those 3, but who knows which one it is.
I'm enjoying that though. That was quite relaxing.
Oh, there you go. Now this one is interesting. Whoa. It's so wacky.
Whoa.
It's great. Okay, so there are your 3 options, which gives you an idea of the era at the very least, but doesn't give you the answer. And here we go again. So there you go. That was number 4. And then off we're ready for our final piece of classic key music for the day. Coming right up. So let's have our first little listen. Very jazzy.
Oh, don't stop. I was enjoying that.
We'll enjoy a bit more of it when we listen to it for the answers, Megan.
Okay, thanks.
So, there's your 3 options, and here's one more listen. Okay. There we go.
Oh, I was just getting into it.
I know, you're just vibing, weren't you? Proper vibing there.
I was vibing.
So, there we go. That was the classic Who section of the music round of Name That Tune, or Guess the Tune even. So from here on in, you are going to have to tell me the specific title of the piece of music, not just the story, to make it a little bit harder for you. So again, we'll play us the early portion of it and find out if you can get it or not. So here we go. This is number 6. So we were getting...
I recognise it, but I don't know where it's from. No.
Well, you can see the options now, and it'll help you on. You'll know where it's from, but you might not know specifically what it's called when you eventually see the options. Here we go. There we go. And
why does that make me feel so emotional?
I know. Among other things, I find it crazy that like all the pieces of music we just listened to and then that are all from the same show. It's great.
That is quite funny, to do that.
Okay, so number 7. We're getting near the end now. That's all we're getting for now.
I recognise that one too.
Yeah, you probably will. It's from an episode you've seen. There's your 3 options on screen. Here we go one more time. Wow. What?
I thought it had a drop. Does it have a drop?
Well, yeah. Anyway, I know what it goes. Okay. So, number 8. And I'm sure, well, you'll hopefully recognise this one. So we're getting, and here are your 3 options. Have a look, and let's have one more listen. There you go. So, we've only got 2 left, Megan. Our last 2 questions of the quiz. Sad times. But well, we've still got 2 good pieces of music. I was saying sometime I must just do like a music only quiz where I just do loads of music because it's good fun.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 9. Ooh. What could it be?
Who knows?
Challenging, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Here we go. Have another listen. So
I like this one. I like that one.
Do you know which of the 3 it is?
I can make a guess.
Fair enough. Okay, so the final piece of music for the final question of tonight's quiz. Who knows? Have a listen. mysterious, wasn't it? Okay, and there's your options, and let's listen to it one more time. Well,
I don't know if I know what that one's from.
You will. You do.
Will I?
Well, yeah. You've seen the episode that it's from.
I don't remember it. Like, I don't remember the moment. The others I remember, like, what's going on. Do you know what I mean?
We'll come to it. We'll come to it once we get to the answers.
Maybe I'm a fake fan.
So, there we go. That is the completion of all of the questions, all of the rounds of tonight's Doctor Who quiz. It's flown by in just about an hour. We've done all of them, which is great news. And it means if you guys are ready, we're approaching that time where I send you a link and you go and fill in a form.
And you send in the form.
Indeed. So, for anybody who hasn't done it before or whatever, I'm about to post into the chat of this YouTube video, or this YouTube live stream, a link to a Google form, which will have all the questions we've done throughout this quiz, with all the options there available, the images from the picture round. The only thing that I can't put in is the actual music pieces, because I just can't do that. You fill them all in that one form, click submit, and then we'll find out who the winner is in tonight's Doctor Who pub quiz. So, let's get that link into the chat, and you guys can go and have a go at it. Right, just give me 2 ticks, and I'll get it ready for you.
Thanks for all the nice comments. People saying, great quiz.
Glad you guys have enjoyed it, but we've got to find out who the winner is first. Right, there we go. There is, a couple of times, there is the link to the form. Go and click it. Go and fill it in. See where you have landed in this week's quiz. Yes, put your YouTube name in at the top in the first option, and then work your way through the rest to the very end and click submit. Simple as that.
Please don't forget to put your name in.
Well, they can't. It's a required field. So you can't. You basically can't. You do not have to fill in a single question, but all you have to do, required, is to put your name in there. So you could submit it without a single question if you wanted to, but I don't know why you want to do that. So yeah.
I mean, I would do that just for the lols.
Yeah. But we'll stay here, of course, and have a little chat while you all get on and do that.
That's what I'm going to do, Elliot. So that's nice, isn't it?
The fun moment of watching the responses come in and see who's doing well when you don't have a clue, guys, watching. And I have all the power of being able to see. It's great. So we'll see if they come in. I hope you guys have enjoyed that quiz. I felt it was a reasonably good, kind of varied quiz. In terms of New Who, Classic Who, quite a different round with this David's round plus a music round to close off, which is always fun. I just thought it was quite good fun, really. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Can I play?
Plus, we've got lots of...
Can I play number 7 of the music round again? Well, I could, but the thing is, if I do that, then somebody else may ask, "Can I play another one for you?" What do you make the decision, Megan? Should I play that piece of music again? Or are you going to be mean and say no?
I'm sorry, but I just feel like you could, but like the whole point is that everyone's here and listens to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you've all had your 2 listens.
As a primary teacher, you've got to make the decision based on everyone. You can't have you can't have any biases. And I know it's not fair. I know, but it's one question. That's 1 point. I know that point could make all the difference, but it is just 1 point.
It is just 1
guess.
Point.
That's what I would do.
So tonight's quiz is out of 50 points, as we're up to 10 questions in every round, and there is a tie-break question if we need it, a very challenging tie-break question that I didn't have to use last time, so I didn't have to come up with a new one, which was good. I'd carried it over to this quiz, which makes my life easier, quite frankly. I hope you guys are all having fun filling in your forms right now. Not a single response in yet. You've got to take your time and think about this question. There's some quite tricky ones in there, really, I would say. But I have got all the answers, including David's one, and I will read out David's excellent
Can't wait for David's answers.
His explanations are really, really
it's going to be
detailed.
So interesting.
It's very handy.
David is cool. He knows.
And David says he's pretty sure they're all only the correct answer, but he apologises if there's any contentions about it. So I'm going to stick with what David has given me as answers, whether they are contentious or not. Yeah, that's just the way we're playing this, because otherwise, it's going to be a disaster, really. So yeah.
I agree. You just got to go with it and deal with the consequences.
We have our first response.
Amazing. My first quiz was amazing. Good. I'm glad your first quiz was good. Wait, does the chat still work? What does that mean?
Where does it say that?
Angela Bennett said.
Oh yeah. The chat's fine. Don't worry, guys. We're all good.
We're still here.
We've got 3 responses in so far. Thank you very much. I think we had 41 last time. It'd be nice if we get a few more than that. It's pretty cool. But yeah, thank you. We've had a sort of like 70 people watching, which is great, because we only had about, I think, 50 or so watching last time. So it's nice to see a little increase. Given that I had to delay it a day as well, to see an increase coming there has been very, very nice. No, it's not your fault, Megan. Don't worry. Oh yeah, we've got 4 responses so far. But I'm not giving any. I'm not so far going to give too many comments on the results themselves. I'm interested to see if this is generally a lower scoring quiz or not, because the last one was really high, so I feel like I didn't make it hard enough. So I tried to make some of it a bit harder this time. The results. Well, I will reveal the top 10 very soon, so sort of in the next 15 minutes, and then everybody below that I will post hopefully tomorrow on Instagram and on YouTube community posts. I'll post the full results for everybody, so you can all see the exact score you got. But also we will, once you've all submitted the forms in, I will rattle through the answers for every round, so if you're keeping score at home, you can work out what you got as well, to give you all the options there.
Yay!
Yeah, we're up to 11 responses so far. Thank you very much, guys. 12 responses make that. It's all good. We'll give you a good 5 or 10 minutes to do it, because there's a lot to fill in there. So I totally understand.
There is a lot.
And you might want to take your time with the picture round again as well, having a good look at those rather challenging images and things like that. And thank you to the new people following me on Instagram as well. Do follow me Instagram at EMS_Productions_ or Twitter just at EMS_Productions. And follow Megan as well. Indeed, plug your thingy, Megan. What is it?
Miss Megs with 2 S's at the end of Megs, and at Megan Reacts.
Yes, hello to Angela, Ellie, and Alex, who have all followed the EMS Productions account in the last few minutes. Thank you all very much. What am I up to on that account now? 156 followers. That's not too bad, is it? I really need to kind of post a bit more on there. I just not always consistent enough in posting in there, and I'm sorry guys for that. But yes, there we go. 18 responses so far. So we're doing well, but we're obviously going to give you lots of time to make sure that you all get in your answers, because we wouldn't want anybody missing out on being able to submit it, basically. That's,
So glad I arrived.
To answer any questions tonight, so much better than seeing the last question last time and then coming last. Oh yeah, that's true actually. But then you can always, well, John, if you want to, you can always click the form, go read the questions through, and at least you can compete in 4 of the 5 rounds, because the quiz still gives you options there for those. It's only the music round that you can't compete in. So if you want to give it a go, please do.
Please do. Nothing can stop you, apart from the music round.
Indeed. We're up to 24 responses now.
Oh, how exciting!
We currently have a clear leader. But, we'll have to wait and see. Oh yeah, I can have a look at this and see what questions people were finding particularly difficult, which is always really intriguing, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. That one. But I'm not going to announce any until the form's closed, but I just find it really interesting. And sometimes surprising, actually, to see what questions I think are really easy, but then other people find really hard. Yeah. That's pretty impressive. Let's see. Ooh.
If anyone's got any questions, pop them in the chat. I'm reading it now. Oh, what classic seasons do you hope are released on Blu-ray next?
Classic seasons. I don't really have a specific request, if I'm honest. Like, I'd like another Pertwee season at some point, because I'm just a Pertwee fan. But to be honest, I just want them to announce another one, because it's been, 2 months since the last one was released and 6 months since they last announced one. So I know they're working on one, and it will be happening. It'd just be nice to get some news on it somewhere fairly soon.
Plot twist, Megan wins the quiz. Now that will be a day that we're all here for when that happens. If it happens, which it probably will never happen.
Well, you never know.
It won't. Elliot, come on, be honest. Someone's internet has just gone down whilst we're doing the form. Don't worry, we'll wait.
Yeah, we'll give
We've got a while.
Time. Don't worry about it. It's all chill.
We've got a little while yet, so no worries, no stresses. Don't fret, my friend.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, there's certainly a few there where the majority have got the questions wrong. Just interesting. Ooh. What are we up to? We're up to 33 responses now, and we still have one clear leader.
Champagne for Megan. Why do I get champagne? I'd like to know. I'd love some. If you've got any. Why do I get champagne? Favorite Doctor / series? Oh, that's a hard one. I don't really know. Well, I can't really talk because I've not really finished yet.
That's true, actually, yeah.
I need to complete it first, and then I can answer that. Elliot?
Capaldi. One of Capaldi's series, but I'm not telling Megan because I don't want her to have a biased opinion as to what series is my favourite before she watches it.
That's a fair answer.
But one of Capaldi's series. She knows that much.
Nice one.
39 responses and still somebody's in the lead.
When do you think we'll get Revolution of the Daleks trailer, Elliot?
I don't know, to be honest, because there's not really any... Because there's no conventions, there's nothing happening. There's not really a specific time or reason. Like, I get the impression that Revolution of the Daleks will be finished pretty soon. Like, they filmed it in October last year. So it's probably nearly... It certainly would be at the stage where they could release a trailer, I'd imagine. But I don't know, maybe September time they might. Certainly, I'm putting my money on it airing Christmas Day rather than New Year's Day this year because there's no TV being filmed and there won't be any TV for Christmas Day. So having Doctor Who on Christmas actually might sound like a good idea for them, despite it not being the last couple of years. But that's just
I miss like normal life, don't you?
I know, it's a bit sad, when just life was normal. Yeah, but maybe we wouldn't have ever done these Doctor Who quizzes if life was normal. So
that's true, actually. That's one positive thing.
I only ever thought to do these because lockdown and stuff. So. Give us an obscure event from your favourite Capaldi series that we will all know. An obscure event.
Like something like...
Hang on.
Okay, sorry. Talking.
Mr. Sandman.
Bum 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 bum. Mr. Sandman. Bum 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 bum. Bring me a dream.
Bum 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 bum.
Bring me the cutest that I've ever seen.
Bum bum bum
Bring
bum.
me lips like roses and clover. And not somebody who is nice all over. Sandman. Who thinks I'm a good singer? Comment below. Right answers. Make the right answers only.
44 responses now, guys. We'll give you a few more minutes just to make sure. Yeah, I know. My choice is slightly controversial by some people. My number 2 and number 3 would be Series 5 and Series 1. But yeah, that's my number 1. Not that I love the episode I'm referencing. That's just a way that you guys can understand what series it is.
Interesting.
Such a fun, cryptic way of doing it, isn't it?
It is quite cryptic.
45 responses. And at the moment, I haven't got to break out the tie break, which is good news, really.
I might remember that Logstrom, you're right. But then will it be obvious the moment, that Mr. Sam...
Who knows? We're not telling her, are we?
I tell her... Her? You mean Megan? I have a name, You can use it if you want to, Elliot. Yeah, could you imagine if we got copyrighted for me singing?
Yeah, that would not be...
you'd actually kill me. I think you might break off our engagement if I made you get if your thingy got taken down because of me.
Well, I wouldn't do that.
But you're not? No. Not convinced.
Okay, so who is the winner as it stands? Okay.
Is there a clear winner at the moment, Elliot?
Currently, yes. We're up to 49 responses. So I will give you guys a little bit longer.
Oh, how exciting. I'm very excited. Can you tell? Don't worry, Dr. Fatima Shuk, I'm not looking at the comment whoever's named the story. I'm not looking at it. If someone did, I didn't see it.
Who misses the Slitheen? I don't know. Do you miss the Slitheen, Megan?
Oh, I've got cramp in my leg.
Oh dear, that's
my leg's cramping. Right, guys. Give me some more questions. Hit me with some questions.
50 responses. Thanks, everyone.
Megan should sing the next Doctor Who music, and then it should sing the music in the next round of the music round theme. I should. Elliot, what do you think of that?
I mean, you could too.
Good idea?
Yeah, sure.
I'll do it. I think I'm a great singer.
Cool. Thanks for that, Megan.
Okay.
Right, we're going to give you 1 more minute to fill in the form if you haven't finished, because it seems to have stopped at 50, but I'm just going to give you 1 more minute in case you're just rushing to the last questions, and then we'll rattle through the answers and announce the winner of tonight's quiz.
But people, you can comment if something's happening and you want to quickly do if you're still doing. But we're just going to assume if you don't that
Exactly. It looks to have stopped, and we do have a winner. But,
do we?
We do. Oh, 51 responses. Somebody got in there with 15 seconds to spare.
Good job. That was.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see if they've changed things or not. Who knows? Okay, so I'm going to give you 10 more seconds to do it. I'm watching my clock, and then that's it. I'm sorry, but I have to cut it off at some point.
Oh no!
3, 2, 1, and it's gone. Sorry, but that is it. And we have, a winner that will be announced shortly. And means that I get to carry my tiebreak question over to another week.
Oh.
It's just never going to get used now. After we had a tie like the first 2 times we did it, it's just never going to get used, isn't it? Okay, so let's quickly rattle through these answers before we reveal who the winner of tonight's quiz is, because I always feel like, you want to be able to just know
do the answers.
What the answers are first.
Can't wait.
React to Doctor in Distress. I mean, I feel like I've shown Megan Doctor in Distress before. It's the terrible charity single from the 80s. Doctor in Distress.
Oh yeah, you have shown me that.
Something I can't even remember the words, to be honest. It's bringing back now. We won't take less. Doctor in Distress. Something. SOS. But I always find it hilarious that was composed by Hans Zimmer, the legendary Hollywood composer. Hans Zimmer composed this awful Doctor Who charity single. It's just crazy.
You're lying. Surely not.
He did. Zimmer? I mean, it was 1986. Maybe he wasn't that famous then, or he was just mates with like John Nathan Turner, who was probably organised it or something. I don't know. Was it in Naveen? I can't even remember, to be fair. Right. Let's rattle through all of these answers because you want to know them and we want to give out the winner. So here we go. Question number 1 of Let's All Answer His SOS. Indeed. I know. Hans Zimmer did indeed. EMS copyright. Lol, I'll get it for singing Doctor in Distress. Okay. So, who was the first Oscar-winning actor to play the Doctor? It was, of course, Peter Capaldi, who got it for a short film he made, and I think about 1992 or something along those lines, way before he was in Doctor Who, actually. He got on for that. Who directed Rose? It was Keith Boak. He only ever directed, I believe, the first filming block of Doctor Who, which was Rose, Aliens of London, and World War III. And rumoured to be part of the reason why there were so many problems on set in Series 1 and why Chris Rexton never did another series. But that is just rumours, so there we go. Yeah, I thought it was Ian Levine who had connections to Hans Zimmer. That was what it was. In the Possible National, the president was President Nixon, of course. Then question 4. What year did the first Doctor Who prom happen? It happened in 2008. We had the first Doctor Who prom. There were 3 in total. The first one in 2008, the second in 2010, and the last one in 2013. And I'm still sad I didn't go. No, I'm still sad I didn't go to any of those. And although I don't believe there ever will be another one, if there was one, I would be booking within minutes of it being announced, and I will be there no matter what. So unless it was our wedding day, that's about the only reason I wouldn't. Well, it won't cost £1 million, but yeah. Question 5. Who caused the Master to regenerate at the end of Utopia? It was, of course, Chantho, though. Chantho, though. Yeah. The name of Clara's mum was Ellie. That's question 6. Question 7. Of course, Megan, do you want to do this quote for us? In Love and Monsters, what does the Zorloff claim his victims taste like?
Chicken!
You've got to say the line.
Tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken.
Then question 8.
Tastes like chicken.
How many times is Benny said on screen in Orphan 55? It was the maximum 20 times. I checked the transcript, and 20 times the word Benny is said by a character.
That's too many times.
So yeah, it really was that bad in that story.
Benny!
Yeah. The first Doctor Who series to have a steelbook was actually series 5. Back in the day, they released quite chunky grey steelbook, which I never actually got, sadly, but looked pretty cool. Of course, they've redone a new steelbook of that since then, which probably looks better, and I do own. But yeah, that was it. And then question 10, the first ever episode to show fully colourised archive clips of the first and second Doctors was, in fact, the Timeless Children. In that brief Matrix, like blowing the Matrix scene where we saw all the Doctors, including the Morbius Doctors and all the old ones and new ones and fake ones and real ones and who knows what. The clips used in that were colorized clips of the first and second Doctors, which we'd never seen before in both Name of the Doctor and Day of the Doctor. They were black and white clips. So there you go.
Wow. Thanks for the fact.
It's a good fact, isn't it? And that is the end of all the answers for round number 1. Let us know how you did in the chat, and we'll get a rattling with the round number 2.
Random.
Let's just bring the questions in and get going. And actually, I feel like, because it's fun, let's do a little... question that people found the hardest in round 1. What was the question that people struggled with the most in round 1?
That's a good idea, actually.
So it was a split, actually. The 2 questions where most people said the wrong answer was question 8, how many times has Benny said on screen in Open 55? It was 20, of course, not 15. And only 10 people said the correct answer of 20. 32 people picked 15 and were wrong. That's pretty crazy.
Wow.
And then the last question about archived colorized clips. 25 people, 50% thought it was Name of the Doctor, but of course it was Timeless Children, which only 14 people said. So there you go, little quick facts. Little facts for that. I thought that'd be quite fun. Okay, so round 2 on Classic Coup. Oh, we've lost ourselves here. Hang on. I just need to make us appear above the slides. Hold on a second, guys. We've got lost.
Everyone be prepared.
Right.
That's the end of the stream. Thanks for coming.
It's all going wrong. Hang on. I just tried to do it too quickly and I've made it a mess. Okay. Right. There we go. So, the first 6th Doctor story was called... Why you can be seen now, Megan. I
know, I made a funny face.
I couldn't see you. The first 6th Doctor story was called The Twin Dilemma. That's question 1. Question 2, the cyber planner was actually first introduced in The Wheel in Space. It's probably more well known for being in The Invasion, a great 8-part story from Background Zero, but it was first introduced in The Wheel in Space. Wow. Those are all Cybermen story, though, the options I gave you there. The TV movie is set in San Francisco. Again, apologies for spelling that wrong. I'm really stupid. But there you go, San Francisco. Then question 4 was about the character of Sabalon Glitz, who was briefly appeared in the Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy era, appearing in part 1 of Trial of a Time Lord, The Mysterious Planet. It's the final part of Trial of a Time Lord, The Ultimate Foe. I'm counting the separate stories. I did say that earlier. And also in the 7th Doctor story, Dragonfire. So the answer was 3 stories, because I'm counting the different parts of Trial of a Time Lord as separate stories, because that's how the DVDs do, books do, everything does. So that's how it is. I know the titles on screen don't, but it's fine. Roger Delgado's final appearance of the Master was in Frontier in Space. Very sad. He got killed before he was able to film anymore, and so that was his. It wasn't meant to be his last appearance, but unfortunately he was killed in a car accident in Turkey. And it was very sad, and because he was a great Master, and it was a real shame he didn't get a proper send-off. Really, they were really planning something big, but it was never able to happen, so it was a real shame. It's a great story, but as far as sadly that was the way that his tenure.
When did he die?
In 1973. I think he was about in his 50s, I think. He was filming something else in Turkey, and his taxi driver was driving him along sort of quite a windy road on the top of a cliff, and he just lost control and drove off a cliff.
What?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Are you sure that wasn't like purpose?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Like, you need to watch the documentary.
Have they ever looked into it?
You can tell it wasn't done on purpose. Like, it wasn't.
Okay.
So yeah. Question 6. The first Classic Who story to have missing episodes animated was The Invasion. The great story I just mentioned in 2006. It was kind of like a test to see if they could do animation, if it would be any good, and if it would be financially viable. And it was a great success at the time, but it probably also wasn't that financially viable because they didn't do another one until 2013. I think it was 2013 with Reign of Terror, I believe, was the next one. Then they did loads in 2013, the anniversary. They did Reign of Terror, they did The Ice Warriors, they did The 10th Planet, and then the Moon Base scene after as well. So yes, animations have now become a great big thing. Now, this was a cheeky question I asked you here. I asked which writer created villains including the Vord, Mechanoids, and Kralls. This writer also created the Daleks, but I didn't mention that because it would have made the answer too easy and obvious. Of course, it was Terry Nation, but I didn't want to make it too easy by giving you the name of the Daleks there, because that would have given it away.
Smooth.
Then, Valeyard is a Gallifreyan term for learned court prosecutor. They all seem plausible options, but that is what it officially means. And who wrote the Doctor Who stage plays?
Well, that's like another language, Elliot.
Who wrote the Doctor Who stage play, The Seven Keys to Doomsday? It was the wonderful Terence Dicks, who sadly passed away last year. One of the legends of Doctor Who. He just was such a great writer, great guy, and has some great one-liners in various Doctor Who documentaries, including "Holy flaming cow!" That he just says, and it's a great.
Wow, what a great line!
It's great. I'll show you the clip. It's brilliant. I'll try and find it actually in a sec. And then the last question was, what position does Barusa hold in The Deadly Assassin? And it is, of course, Lord Cardinal, because then I think he's Lord Chancellor, or maybe Lord President, one of the other ones in Invasion of Time, and he just changes in the different ones, and the different stories he's in. So I thought I'd try and catch you out by offering all positions that he held at different points. I'm going to find this hilarious Terence Dicks clip just because it's great, and we need to remember the dude because he's awesome. So let's, if I quickly find that, because I have got it saved.
You're going to play it on the stream live?
Well, no, I'll just play it off my phone because it's a 3-second audio clip. It's hardly like you need loads of context to it, but it just tickles
Aren't you going to get copyrighted for that?
Nah, it's chill. Right, here we go.
Holy flaming cow! Holy flaming cow!
Yeah, indeed, you can use that for many different things. The Doctor was the timeless child.
Holy flaming cow!
Yeah, it's great. I think that was from like the Monster of Peladon making a documentary or something. I think maybe or Planet of the Daleks or something like that. But yeah, it's a legendary clip. I love it.
Holy flaming cow!
Yeah, Terence has some great lines like that. Okay, so it's time for the answers to the picture round, which I know was quite a challenge for you all. But yeah, well, we'll see how you've actually done here. Right, let's bring this up. And I'm just going to show you the full frames and give you the answers because it's just quicker. Big love for Terence Dicks. Right, question number 1 from the picture round. There's your full frame to have a little look at. That, of course, was the opening shot from Genesis of the Daleks, the 4th story of season 12. Then the next one is the good old Dr. Sarah and Harry floating around in space at the beginning of Revenge of the Cybermen. So there we go. That's the one. Question 3, a nice shot of Sarah Jane Smith, which is also kind of cheeky because this is technically from Planet of the Spiders, but it's because it's part of the recap at the beginning of Robot. The opening story of the season, of course, this is Sarah watching the 3rd Doctor regenerate into the 4th Doctor at the beginning, which is what the end of the previous season, but they replay it at the beginning of the next season as well. So that was Robot. Question 4 here. I told you this was mean anyway, but it doesn't make it any easier when you see the whole frame, quite frankly. But that is from the Sontaran experiment. So I guess if you know the stories by process of elimination, you could get it right. But yeah, that is from the Sontaran experiment. And then the final one, because we've already had the other 4, is of course the Ark in space. I always think that's quite a cool image, actually. I think this Nerva beacon we can see there. I think it looks pretty cool.
I can't see it yet.
I know, you'll get to it eventually, but I think it is quite good. Actually, while you wait for them to appear, let's have a quick... I forgot to do this. My stats from the Classic Who round. Which question do people struggle with the most? In fact, clearly... Oh, only the last question did not everybody get... Was it not the majority chose the right answer? The majority chose Lord Chancellor for that one. Did anybody struggle on... oh, wow. Yeah, on question 2 that we've just had a look at of the Doctor, Sarah and Harry floating in space, loads of people picked the Ark in space, but it was, of course, actually Revenge of the Cybermen. Yeah, so there we go. That was the classic Who selection. Now it's time for the new Who selection. I'm sure you guys remember this one is Fugitive of the Judoon, because that's Ruth Doctor's watch that we see at the very beginning of the story. This next one's kind of cheeky. It's Orphan 55. That's the tentacly thing at the beginning of the story that for some reason is inside the TARDIS. I can't really remember. It's meant to be from the end of a previous adventure that we haven't seen or something, I think. But yeah, I thought I'd crop that out just to make it quite challenging for you all. Question 4. That doesn't help you much, but probably you remember that's a shot of the boundary of where we go through to get to Gallifrey at the beginning of the Timeless Children. This is the opening shot of Series 12, in fact, from Spyfall Part 1. I was surprised so many of you got this right. I guess you just remember the series very well because, 20 of you got this right. Loads of you picked other options, but it was the most popular one. I think in general you all did really well, to be fair. I clearly didn't make it hard enough this week on the picture round because lots of you did really, really well. And then the final one here, this black nothingness, is the haunting of Villa Diodati, that shot at the very beginning in the darkness as it pans across. So there we go. That was round 3, and now it's time for David's round. So we've got some exciting, a little bit more interesting.
I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, I'll read you what he sent me in the messages as we go through each of these questions. As I'm getting lost into the light, apologies, it's really dark in my room. I should sort it out really, but I can't actually read the light.
Your face is overexposed.
Okay, hang on a sec. I'm just going to try and turn my lights on. Hold on.
Okay, have fun. Bye. And then there was one. Now we can talk about how much we hate Elliot. Ha 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 ha.
It's not great, but it's improved a bit. I just don't have enough lights in my room, really, to get a good all-round light balance in my room. As you know, Megan, it's pretty terrible. Okay, so David's round. Let's just get this set up, and then we'll crack on with it.
Go.
And get what he wrote for me to have a look at, read out. On here we go. Right. So, question number 1. Who is the Doctor's wife? The answer is, here we go. The answer is River Song. And David says, Idris features in the episode The Doctor's Wife. She is the TARDIS in human form. Queen Elizabeth II has yet to be shown to encounter the Doctor face to face, while her predecessor, Queen Elizabeth I, marries the 10th incarnation in the Day of the Doctor. So, yes, technically Queen Elizabeth I, among others, is a wife of the Doctor, but of these 3 options, River Song is the Doctor's wife. Then question 2, which we don't have any detail. In Hyde, what does the Doctor tell Palmer and Emma the secret is? The secret is hold hands and don't let go. A very nice little quote from that episode there.
Aww.
Indeed, it could be Marilyn Monroe as well, in fact, the Doctor's wife. Yeah, it's debatable. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Okay. Question number 3. The odd one out of not being turned into action figures was Elizabeth, 10th Doctor and Elizabeth I, because Queen Elizabeth I is the only character here not to have an action figure, and so her pairing is the odd one out. Then question 4. River Song has 2 wives. In the audio story Someone I Once Knew, River Song reveals she married herself on every planet where self-marriage was allowed, hence why he put she only married herself. But the answer is, in fact, according to that story, is 2. So there you go. Question number 5. Who were the first Doctor Who companions to be revealed as a couple in a comic strip? The answer was Ian Chesterton and Barbara Wright. Ian and Barbara are married by the 11th Doctor after joining him for the 50th anniversary Doctor Who magazine comic strip Hunters of the Burning Stone. Tegan and Nyssa are revealed to be a couple in the lockdown film Farewell Sarah Jane Smith, and Clyde and Rani are guttingly never shown to acknowledge their feelings for each other in the Sarah Jane Adventures. So there we go. Question 6. In Farewell Sarah Jane Smith, Luke reveals he and Sanjay have been married for 5 years, but how did they first meet? And the answer is he was down the hall from Luke at Oxford University. In Death of the Doctor, easy for me to say, Luke mentions Sanjay down the hall, and while they both strangely did an essay on pendulum physics, Sanjay studied biology. Can't explain that, but there you go. Okay, the next one's the fun question. In the Series 5 finale, The Big Bang, what according to Stephen Moffat does the title refer to? The title does refer to Melody Pond, And all David has written is, "Do I need to explain this?" ? Winking face.
I don't get it.
Well, I can read the TARDIS wiki listing about why it's Melody Pond if you like.
No, don't worry. I'm a bit of an idiot, so it's fine. Doesn't make a difference to me.
I'm gonna find it for you because it's fun. Yeah. Hang on, I've got to find the official. I'm sure you guys can work it out, but I'm sure I can find the official answer as well. I just want to read what it says on TARDIS wiki, basically.
Any questions? Eat them in the comments.
Sorry, I will get to this in a sec.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who doesn't get it.
Well, it's yes. Basically, Melody was conceived in the TARDIS in the Big Bang. So there you go. And David has told you this before.
Oh yeah, he has. Now I remember. Thanks, David, for that, ruining my innocent brain.
Cool. Right, question 8, the one that you're going to find so confusing, but here we go. So this one about the Nostrovites. So the answer is Owen.
And someone please tell me what they are.
After being impregnated by the male Nostrovite, Gwen is under attack from the mother, who wants to tear her open to get her baby. Tosh is captured and tied up by the Nostrovite, however, it doesn't attack Owen. So it's Owen. There we go. This used to be a kid's show, I know, it's a bit sad, isn't it? Question 9. What is Matthews' confession to his boyfriend Charlie when he picks up the telepathic powers? It's that he is afraid of Charlie. Picking up the meteorite forces Matthews to picking up the meteorite forces Matthews to confess he is afraid of Charlie being an alien and what he will do, one presumes with the power of the Cabinet of Souls. Bram's confession is he loves April more than she loves him. Yeah, this means nothing to you, Megan, I know, but we might get to it at some point.
Sounds
just
emotional.
Anyway, yeah, well, we'll get to it in a while. And the last question here is the traditional gift given is a watch with a broken face. Because Prem gifts her with a watch which 71 years later will inspire Yasmin Khan to learn more about her grandmother's own history, and Umbreen passes it to her. A leaf brought Clara Oswald's parents together in 1981, which Clara kept as a keepsake. Umbreen asked Yas to use a boundary rope to formalise their marriage by tying her and Prem's hands. You see, all the options are relevant, but only one of them is correct.
Love it.
And that was David's round. Thank you very much once again,
Thank you, David,
for the real effort and detail you put into that.
You really have put in that much extra effort, gone the extra mile for the YouTubes.
So where did we struggle in that round? Let's have a look. To be fair, people did generally do surprisingly well, I must confess. The main question was the class-related question that most people got wrong. A lot of people didn't think that the Big Bang referred to Melody Pond and thought it was the explosion of the TARDIS, which is perfectly reasonable, but Stephen Moffat claimed that... it referred to that thing. Yeah.
That thing.
So it's great. Okay, right. Well, we can finish off by enjoying some Doctor Who music and then revealing the winner of tonight's quiz. So let's just get everything ready, and then I can do that. And let's not play more Terrence Dicks clips, as great a man as he was. By the way, has anybody heard? I know Megan's heard this and doesn't actually interested in it, but has anybody heard the Doctor Who BBC News remix that was on Twitter? Because it sounds amazing. You should have a listen to the BBC News Countdown mixed with the Doctor Who theme. It's fantastic by Dalecium. It's great. I'll play a little bit for you. So there you go. It's a great remix.
I think you showed that to me when I was in a bad mood.
Yeah, probably.
Because
it's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is actually quite good.
It's quite good. I remember it being kind of bad, and I remember just not really wanting to listen when you showed it to me.
Yeah, that must have been a bad moment, but it's actually great. It's just a jam. It's a jam. Like, it's a proper jam. I always love the BBC News Countdown anyway, but that's just me being a bit weird. Right. So, anyway, the quiz round, because that's the more important thing here.
Quiz round.
The first one, which is probably one of the most famous pieces of classical music, actually. So I'm surprised that only 46% of you got it right. Here we go. It's the Five Doctors, of course it is. You know, the Horns of Rassilon. You must remember the Horns of Rassilon. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of copyright violations going on tonight, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry, BBC. Hope you don't hate me. Anyway, sorry, what did you say, Megan?
Wait, has the stream actually been taken down?
No, it hasn't. No. People are just posting joking comments on there. I'll know if it's actually gone down. Don't worry. Don't you worry, Megan.
Oh, you scared me, guys. I'm scared. The
Vuvuzela of Rassilon, indeed. So, number 2. Here we go. Have a little listen to this funky piece of music, which is, of course, from Fury from the Deep.
Nice. I love that one.
Sorry, we can't hear you right now. There you go. What did you say, Megan?
Love it. Just I love the little wobbly sound, like. Love it. I like that bit.
And in fact, less than the Ice Warriors was the most popular choice there, but it was the incorrect answer. Yes, it is called Mr. Oak and Mr. Quill, indeed. Well done, Justin Atkinson. You're a top Classic Who fan. The next one, here we go. It's from a Season 12 story. It's from Robots that we talked about a minute ago. It is called Mysterious Robots. Even though there's only one robot, for some reason they call it Mysterious Robots. It's quite repetitive, but there you go. That is number 3. Then number 4, which I've always found to be an odd piece of music. This weird, like... It's Attack of the Cybermen, guys. Just this whoa. It's just so weird. It's really weird. I don't really know why I did it. It goes on a bit, but yeah. Sorry, what did you say? I can't hear you.
What's that sound?
It's a what sound? Sad. Sorry, your internet's going funny, Megan. Yeah, it's all a bit glitching out right now. You've got really small on the screen. Hang on. I need to fix you. And I can't hear you at all.
Fix me. Oh. Hello?
Oh, you're a bit in and out. Somebody must have joined a Zoom call or something, or streaming or something. We're nearly at the end, though, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, you'll just be tiny for a minute. Hopefully,
is that better? You're better now. You glitched out.
Hopefully you'll return to normal size in a minute. I don't really want to adjust it because then it will just... we'll try it for now. There we go, we'll do that. There we go. Okay,
sorry.
Anyway, number 5. Here we go. It is music from... Remembrance of the Daleks.
That was creepy.
It's quite cool though.
The start was creepy.
Fair enough. Yeah, actually that's true. It was. But a lot of you got that right. To be fair, well done, guys. Very impressive. Very impressive. And so that's Classic Who done and dusted. Now it's time to move on to a new Who to finish off with. Right, here we go. You recognised it, Megan?
Yeah.
It is Amy in the TARDIS from the end of the 11th hour. Her first episode when she's wide-eyed looking around the TARDIS. But very much a variation of Amy's theme. And on it goes. We'll stop it before we get copyright blocks, but it's a very nice piece of music indeed. Okay, so number 7. We're getting very near the end now. Approaching, finding out who the winner is. I'm nearly going to be done by 10, lol. Right, number 7, quite dramatic. From Ascension of the Cybermen, it's The Fall. A variation of Brendan's theme. Brendan, aka the Doctor, sort of. And an interesting note I want to talk about in a minute about this piece of music. If I can find it. Hang on. Is it here? Yeah, listen carefully. Wait. Those are notes of the new Gallifrey Time Lord theme, which was slotted into the episode before, but we didn't know about it at the time. I find it very interesting.
Wow.
Nice little nerdy musical fact there, guys, that I found by listening to it lots, that actually I realised to connect the dots, and actually that's a little tiny hint at the Time Lord theme to come in the following episode. Indeed, a bit of a musical nerd when it comes to Doctor Who. Right, now, fun one here. It's a Noble Girl About Town, not Donna's theme, Noble Girl About Town. Well done to 74% of you who got it right.
She's done a theme right now to wait.
It's a tune, isn't it, really, let's be honest. Yeah, it's great.
I said something, but you didn't hear me.
No, it's because the Skype call, this cuts you out, basically.
I was saying that you sound like a radio DJ, the way you kind of cut it in.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, like it kind of, the audio faded down as you talked. It's quite cool.
Nice. That's pretty impressive. Okay, so the penultimate one. Let's have a good little listen. All you needed was another 5 seconds, and you probably would have had a better clue as to what the answer. And this is where I caught a lot of you out. 47% of you out with this one, because this wasn't the Doctor or 13. It was Sonic Screwdriver from that iconic scene.
I knew it.
All it needed was wait for it. We'll remember it when she's making her Sonic and everything. It's great. Of course, it's a variation of 13's theme, but it's not called 13. Yeah, it's a great piece of music.
It's one of my favourites.
Yeah, I thought with this music round, I'd be a little bit sneaky. Not gonna lie, like I'm kind of just hinting at the obvious, but also confusing. I've done the same on the following one as well, actually. Lol. So here's a question. So the final question that 60% of you, well, actually only 29% of you got correct. This last one, you all thought it was A Good Man, and it kind of is, but it's a variation. It's actually called A Drink First. Should know it coming up. It goes very differently here. Anyway, I can listen to this all day. I love all of 12's theme variations. Of course, it's a variation. I was very cheeky, not going to lie. I was very cheeky. yesterday with those music round, but I just wanted to make sure you didn't all get 100%. It's more fun that way. So yeah. Yeah, Megan, that was a drink. That was from the scene with the Doctor and the Clockwork Droid, the half-faced man, when they're inside the restaurant towards the end of the episode, and he's like talking, having a little drink. They just, you saw a brief bit of that yesterday when I was showing you through the episode and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, most of you got that wrong. I'm sorry, I'm a savage. But that concludes properly the quiz. Now all that's left is to reveal the winner and the top few of tonight's quiz. If we can get those, if I can just, you might have to fill for just a moment, Megan, while I sort it out. If that's.
I need to want to comment some stuff.
Yes, please do, so that Megan has something to read. While I just quickly sort this out. Right, sort A to Z. No, wrong way.
Next time you should write down your answers. Yeah, that's probably smart. Nice.
That was a bit savage, Megan.
Sorry. My total was 22. My target was to get 20, so you're happy. Good job. Good job. You should be proud of yourself. It's more than I would have got. It's the final countdown. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum. Ba-da-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-dum.
I've actually managed to do it nice and quickly today, so we have a top 10 for you all to reveal. Are we ready, guys? Are you ready, Megan, for the reveal of the winners and the top 10s and everybody? Yeah. So here we go. 3 people finished in joint 10th place with 34 points out of 50 this week. It was ILZG2000, Geektown, and Peter McGowan. Congratulations to you guys.
Good job, guys.
We then also had 3 people in joint 7th place with 36 points. It was Eli Badugo, Bananas Are Good, and Chris T. Ian Beck.
Good job, Bananas Are Good.
Yeah, well done, Bananas Are Good.
I've been rooting for Bananas Are Good for a while.
Congrats. Then joint 5th on 37 points are David Wheatley and Justin Atkinson. Congratulations, guys. Well done. Out on his own on 4th place is Paul Android with 38 points. Well done to you. Then the 2 people in joint 2nd place on 39 are Luke K and Fleabag Time Lord, which leaves our winner with 41 points, so 2 points clear. The only person to get over the 40 mark. 41 points this week. The winner of the Doctor Who pub quiz is...
Where is it? I can't wait.
It's Jake Williamson. Well
Good
done,
job.
Jake. Congratulations, Jake. Very well done. You have won. I don't know. Did you win it last time? I can't actually remember. This is really bad of me. I feel like I'm going to have to check this now because I had a feeling you won last time, but maybe you didn't. You did. Jake Williamson won last time as well.
Jake Williamson!
Congratulations.
My friend.
2 back-to-back victories. You clearly are a proper doctor. Well, a very good at a Doctor Who quiz, shall we say. That is very impressive. So well done to you.
Congrats.
Yeah, I'm sorry that we can't offer you anything apart from congratulations. No. But there you go. Well done. And congratulations to everybody, to be fair. You all did very well. As I say, tomorrow...
Jake Williamson.
Tomorrow
Jake Williamson.
Tomorrow I will be posting the full results so that no matter how many points you got, you'll be able to see where you fared against everybody else. Yeah, so that'll be something to check out tomorrow on either Instagram or YouTube. So do follow me on Instagram at EMS_Productions_ to be able to find it out. Shout out to Life of John, whose birthday is next Sunday. Shout out to you. So that is the end of our Doctor Who pub quiz this evening. Few advance notices. Firstly, Megan Reacts to Deep Breath is coming next Saturday. Megan's sad because the quiz is over, but we will be back with Megan Reacts returning next Saturday, 6 p.m. Don't miss it on the channel. It's going to be great. And then the following week, the Megan Reacts will continue, but I'm certainly planning and hoping that on Friday, the 24th of July, I'm hoping we will return with another pub quiz. Because I want to try and keep it to Fridays as much as we can. We couldn't do Friday this week anyway, which is why it was originally going to be Saturday. But obviously because of Megan Reacts, I'm going to try and keep them off Saturdays because it doesn't really work. Unless you really want to do like a bumper bonus Megan Reacts followed by a quiz, I don't know. Maybe we'll do that sometime. But yeah, certainly for the next sort of month or two, we'll hopefully continue doing these with lots more fun. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed it and had a really fun way to spend your Sunday evening, start of a new week tomorrow. So hopefully it's been a good way to end your weekend. We will be back in a couple of weeks, next Saturday for Megan Reacts, and then in 2 weeks' time or so for the return of the quiz.